a todos, soy Kat, bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio de The Cat Lady. Vamos a proceder entonces con la historia. Perdimos un brazo, eso así nos quedamos. Sangramos por todos lados y luego caminamos hacia la luz. Pero ya estábamos muertos, entonces a ver qué es lo que pasó después. Vuelvo a repetir, este es contenido para mayores de edad. Hay escenas de violencia, sangre y desnudos, así que si eres menor, pues no lo veas o velo bajo tu discreción. Ok, empezamos. Capítulo 2. Segundo, primer aliento.
Yes, I do enjoy fine art. Thank you for noticing. There's a certain raw beauty to it that modern painters often fail to recreate. I always wanted to be an artist myself, but it'll be a long time before I can call myself that. I often say that patients are my canvas, but my job is more about restoration, obviously. I look at the damaged human minds and bring them back to their former beauty. I'm sorry, I'm probably boring you.
No, it's not that. It's just... It's been a difficult couple of days. I'd really like to go home.
Of course, and go home you will. As soon as we've done this little assessment, okay, you probably know how it works. I've read in your file you used to be a nurse.
Yes, I know very well how it works. You want to check if I'm nuts.
Well, I wouldn't use that expression, obviously. But yes, we have to make sure you're safe and figure out how to help you. Also, as a nurse yourself, you know there's always paperwork involved. These forms won't fill themselves. Honestly, Susan, you have nothing to worry about. This is just a formality. I could tell straight away that you are not nuts.
Fine. What would you like to know? I will answer all your questions. Then I'll go home, take a long shower, and catch up on sleep.
Wonderful. Let's see then. Where do we begin?
She's awake, Doctor.
Good evening. It's good to see you awake at last. You're in the Cedar Lake Hospital. My name is Andrew. I'm one of the doctors. Would you confirm your name for me, please?
Ok. Sería Susan Ashworth.
Susan Ashworth.
Hello, Mrs. Ashworth. I'm glad to see you're all right. You're on the ward now. Your condition is stable. I can see your brain functions just fine and there's no permanent damage of any sort. We've checked your internal organs and they're fine too. You're a very lucky lady, Susan. You might experience extreme tiredness and lethargy for a couple of days, but that should soon pass. I would advise plenty of rest now. The nurses on this ward will take it from here. Please let them know if you need anything. Take care, Mrs. Ashworth. Please, don't try to speak. What did you say? Don't worry, Mrs. Ashworth. Your arm is fine. No. There was nothing wrong with your arm, darling. Now calm down.
Would you like me to get you some water? Let me get you a drink. I'll be back in a second.
Me gusta mucho su voz. Su acento inglés. Me gusta.
I'm sorry, Susan. Did I wake you? I have to take your blood pressure. 2 seconds and I'm gone. My name is Liz, by the way.
Alice.
I'm sorry. I know this isn't very nice. Believe me, I hate waking people up just for this. But being a nuisance is part of my stupid job, unfortunately. Oof, I hate this place. Tell you what, Susan. Can I call you Susan? So anyway, I shouldn't say it, but you know I'm going to anyway. You are so lucky. It's crazy. You doing what you'd done, and her walking in, seeing what she saw. That was a chance. 1 in a million. I'm not making any sense again, am I? I'm tired. They're working us to death here, you know. Modern day slavery. One day I'll tell them what I really think. I swear I will. Ah, and here it is. You've got the blood pressure of an 18-year-old. Just wanted to say you're lucky, I think. And that I hope you've changed your mind about some things. Got to go, but I'll see you later. You take care, sweetheart, yeah?
Estamos en cama. ¿Me podré mover? ¡Ay! ¿Qué es eso? ¡Oh, Dios! ¿Estamos bien? Ah,
Bad dream.
no, solo un sueño como cualquier otro. Sí, una realmente fea. Voy a decir que fue muy fea, es feo que más.
Yeah, a really bad one.
I knew it. I could see as soon as I came in the room that you were having a nightmare. I
Podía
guess I
ver en la
shouldn't have
habitación
woken you up.
que tenía una pesadilla.
What was it about?
Me quemaba viva.
I was burnt alive.
Actually, it reminds me of something that happened the other day. There was this woman on the emergency unit, and she really wanted to smoke, you know? But they wouldn't let her, of course. She wasn't well at all, not just injured, but not right in the head. She was on 10 litres of oxygen through the face mask. She had to stay in bed, she was told. But she wouldn't listen, of course, and as soon as they'd left, she lit up a fag. The whole room went up in flames, and so did she. I guess you didn't really want to know that, did you? That's just me and my big gob. Typical. I never know when to shut up.
A ver, espérame. ¿Podré guardar aquí? Quiero guardar. No me deja guardar. Le voy a preguntar, ¿qué me pasó?
What happened to me?
Well, how much do you remember?
I took some pills, and I fell asleep in the chair. I remember how the room kept spinning around me slowly. I felt so calm, and then
De pronto estaba en un campo de cebada. ¿Le digo la verdad o no? Me desperté aquí y te vi. No creo, no quiero que crean que estoy loca.
I woke up here, and I saw you. Can you now tell me who found me, and what happened?
Well, your body went into a coma. You were lucky she came home and found you. I told you that before.
What? Who found me?
Your daughter, of course. She called an ambulance. If it wasn't for her, you would sure be dead now, Susan.
My daughter.
Yes. Why? Why'd you look so pale all of a sudden, Susan?
I don't have a daughter. Whoever she is, she lied.
But why would she do that?
How should I know? I was in a coma, apparently.
So she lied. It doesn't change the fact that you owe her your life.
I was fine. I didn't ask for any help. Sorry.
¿Hace cuánto que estoy aquí?
How long have I been here?
I was told you arrived at the hospital at 7 in the evening. You had a cardiac arrest in the ambulance. They had to resuscitate you. Your heart stopped beating for nearly a minute, but they managed to bring you back. You went to the intensive care unit, where they gave you a dose of antidote and pumped your stomach.
As soon as your condition was stable, they brought you on this ward. It's called Dime Ward. I call it Die Ward, because all the patients who come here want to die. It's a suicide watch unit. That's why it's so strict. You have to be careful. Nurses here are trigger happy with the sedatives.
¿Cuándo me dejarán ir a casa?
When will they let me go home?
I'm not sure. Probably not today. Maybe tomorrow. Look, I shouldn't say that, but you seem like a nice person. I feel like I should warn you. There's this doctor here. They call him Dr. X. He's a chief of psychiatry in this hospital. You won't be able to go home until he's talked to you, and he's really good at getting into your head. You know what I'm saying? He will ask you a lot of tricky questions. But he's a really great guy. You should trust him.
Cuéntame más sobre ti.
Tell me something more about yourself.
Me? I'm a nobody. I'm just a hard-working girl. We all have to pay our bills somehow, right? I rent a room not far from here. There are 2 other girls living in the house. One is an auxiliary nurse, like me. She's always sick. The other one is a stripper. At least I think so. She's never home at night.
Maybe she works at night, like you.
Yeah, but I don't leave for work wearing red stockings and heels, do I?
No, you're right. You're a real nurse, not some man's fantasy of one.
I used to do all that for my boyfriend. You know, dress up as a sexy nurse and all. Well, I did it just once, really. He didn't like it that much. He didn't like me that much either. Broke up with me last Valentine's Day. Of all the days, he chose that one, eh? He never told me why, but I don't care anymore.
Cuéntame más. Lo siento mucho, Liz, por cierto. Lo siento mucho. Cuéntame más sobre este tal Dr. X.
Tell me more about this Dr. X.
His name is Xavier Zellman, but everyone just calls him Dr. X. He comes on the ward often, usually late in the afternoon or in the evening. I personally really like him, but you hear all sorts of stories in a place like this, you know. I don't know what to believe anymore. All I know is he's been very friendly and supportive. Some doctors won't even say hello to you, but Dr. X usually stops and asks how I am. He knows I have some problems. He can see I'm not happy here. He actually offered me some free weekly sessions. I think I might take him up on his offer.
What are they saying about him?
Oh yeah, they say he's a big flirt. Nurses, cleaners, patients. He doesn't care, as long as they're wearing a skirt. One girl I knew, Linda, I heard they had an affair. Stupid girl. Well, she left, and I never saw her again. Now why do you think that is? Dr. X got her knocked up. They covered it up and quietly got rid of her. Probably paid her some money. I don't know how these things work, but it must have been enough to shut her up. I bet he'll be more careful now. But I can't really say a bad word about him, personally. Well, one thing. Maybe. Don't laugh, okay? He's got a weird smell.
What do you mean?
He smells funny. I don't know. Maybe it's just bad aftershave. Or maybe it's something he eats.
Oh, thanks for the warning. I'll try not to get too close to him.
Now that I think about it, there's something else too. I'll tell you this, Susan. He starts talking to you, and you just open up and tell him everything. It's very odd. I don't exactly hide things from people, but he got some really private stuff out of me. Really private. You know what I mean? Things I wouldn't tell my mother about. And we haven't even started those sessions yet. So, be prepared for that.
Sure, but it's a bit too late for me to hide how I feel now anyway. I think I made it very clear when I swallowed those pills.
Ok, chicos, me aparece una pantalla. Si vieron que se cortó un poco de esfuerzo por eso, ahí está. A ver, ¿Viste a esta hija mía?
Did you see this daughter of mine?
No, sorry, Susan. Apparently, she came in the ambulance with you. But then she remembered something and had to go. I think someone mentioned she went in quite a hurry.
Of course she did. She was worried I'd ask her what she was doing in my flat.
Saving your life?
Do I really have to give her a benefit of the doubt just because of that?
One would assume so. That girl is a hero. Maybe real heroes always leave before their identity is revealed.
Es muy
Or
linda.
she was a burglar, attempting to steal from me.
También es posible.
That's a possibility too. Have you got anything very precious in your flat?
No sé, no he visto mi
Maybe.
departamento. Tal vez. Vamos a ver. Ya creo que esta ya la pregunté, ¿no? Estoy cansada. ¿Me dejarías dormir? A ver.
Tell me more about this
A
Dr.
ver, sí.
X.
Sí, es lo
His
mismo.
name is
Ah, ok, sí, sí, lo
Xavier
mismo.
He comes. But he.
What?
Oh yeah, nurse once. Well, no, don't.
Ok, sí es lo mismo. Ahorita lo adelanto.
But I can't. He's got.
What?
He's,
Oh,
now that I'll tell you,
Ahí
I
voy,
don't
ahí voy, ahí
agree, and we have. So
sure, I think
Ok, estoy cansada. Déjame dormir.
I'm tired. Let me sleep now.
fine. I'll see you again. Be careful who you trust here, Susan. They will be watching you.
How do I know you're not one of them?
You don't.
Hmm.
But do I really look like a bad person to you?
I don't know.
No lo
Maybe
sé,
not.
Liz. No lo sé.
I'll see you tonight. Remember what I said. Dreams are just dreams. But when they turn into nightmares, it's good to have someone there to pinch your arm and wake you up. Right?
No es cierto. Sí, creo que sí. Ah,
We'll start with a little chat about your childhood. I want you to be as honest as possible.
honesta.
It's important if we want to get to the bottom of your problem. Count to 10 and tell me when you're ready, Susan.
Ok. Vamos a guardar. Vamos a hablar. Lista para hablar.
This isn't all about whether you're nuts or not, like we said before. It's about finding what has caused how you're feeling now and creating a working solution. In order to achieve that, I need to get to know you better. Can we talk about your childhood first? Your parents. When you're a child, your life revolves around them. What was your
Infancia,
father
¿cómo era mi
like?
padre?
Did you have a good relationship with him?
Mi papá era genial, no fue un buen padre, me crié sin un padre. A ver, de Tin Marín, de Dopingüe, Cucaramatara, sí, mi papá era genial.
Yeah, I had a great dad. I have very fond memories of
Está
my
chistoso el
father.
dibujo.
He was always there for me, no matter what I did. He never got angry or upset. I suppose I never really gave him any reasons to be. I was a good child. Not perfect. But then again, no one's perfect. Whatever made me try to kill myself, it definitely has nothing to do with him.
Where is he now?
He died 6 years ago. Cancer.
Do you miss him?
Of course I miss him. How can you even ask me that?
It's my job to ask these questions, Susan. Let's talk about your mother now. What was she like? Would you care to tell me about her?
Tuve una madre maravillosa, era una madre horrible, murió cuando yo era una niña. Vamos a decir que tiene una infancia muy bonita.
I can't complain. My mum was great. She brought me up
Oh, qué
well.
bonita.
Me and her, we were like best friends, like soulmates. We did everything together. She passed away 7 years ago. When Dad first got diagnosed with cancer, it was too much for her. He kept pretending he was fine, but she just couldn't take it. Her heart gave up. She died quickly. My father kept fighting it. Another 8 months of illness and intensive chemo finally beat him, though. He thought he was unbeatable, but he wasn't.
Okay, I'm beginning to get a better picture. That's enough about your parents for now. Let's take 2 minutes, and we will talk about something else.
Okay.
I need to get out of this place. I hate hospitals. Besides, I really want to go home and forget all about this.
Ok, ya me puedo mover yo sola. Dice examinar. El solo mirar esta almohada me hace imaginarme cuánta gente habrá muerto con la cabeza apoyada ahí. Estoy segura de que fue lavada muchas veces desde entonces, pero aún así me da escalofríos. Ahora que lo pienso, yo misma casi muero aquí. Espera, de hecho, sí morí por un momento, ¿o no? ¿Puedo mirar qué hay debajo? No hay nada interesante debajo de la almohada. No, todavía no. Ok. ¿Qué más tengo aquí? Reloj, examinar. Las agujas están paradas a las 10:08. Seguro está roto. O quizás solo necesita baterías nuevas. Oh. Estantería con guantes. Examinar. Está lleno de guantes de látex. De 3 tamaños distintos. Tomar guantes. Tomar muchos guantes. Me los llevo todos. Lavabo. Abrir en agua caliente, cerrar grifo. Bueno, todavía no ocupo agua. Creo. Puerta. Examinar. Es la puerta de un baño. Entrar. Hay alguien adentro.
Hello? I guess I should wait my turn.
Ok, nos vamos a esperar. Historial de medicamentos, leer. Es una lista de medicamentos para la paciente en la habitación 2. Entonces supongo que soy yo. Estoy bajo muchos tranquilizantes, al parecer. Lo que me están dando podría noquear un caballo y darle jaqueca por una semana también. También podría causar alucinaciones y paranoia. Qué bizarro. ¿Por qué querrían darme todo eso? No estoy loca. De eso estoy segura. Si hay alguien loco aquí, es quien me dio toda esta medicación sin una buena razón médica. Flores. Examinar. Un ramo de crisantemos. Odio las flores. No me gustan las flores, no me importa cómo huelan. Ok, perdón, lo siento, tomar. Ni loca me las toco. No, odia los crisantemos, odia esto. Ok, ya me voy. No le gusta nada de eso. Habitación 2. Debe tener otra magnético suicida ahí. Ah, puedo entrar. Examinar, ok. Este tiene 11:40. ¿Están rotos todos los relojes de este hospital? No me voy a acostar. Mirar debajo. No hay nada interesante en esta almohada. ¿Qué dice aquí la pulsera? Examinar. Es una pulsera de hospital. Tiene mi nombre, mi fecha de nacimiento y el número del hospital. Ok, vámonos. En la habitación de medicamentos para la paciente en la habitación 1, la lista de medicamentos para la paciente de la habitación 1 y algunas observaciones. Según esto, su nombre es Ann Burton, de 35 años. Está tomando un montón de tranquilizantes y tiene una larga historial de abuso de drogas. Parece que encima de todo esto, está tomando metadona para el síndrome de abstinencia de heroína. Al pie de la página hay una nota que dice que, de hecho, es una paciente privada que permanece por voluntad propia. Mujer suertuda. Me imagino que a mí no me será fácil abandonar la sala. Mirar. Apuesto que piensa que esos lentes de borde rojo la hacen ver atractiva. Conozco a su tipo demasiado bien. completamente dedicadas a su trabajo, pero aún así son descerebradas y de mente cerrada. Ok, ella no me habla. Vamos a intentar hablar con ella. A ver, ¿creen que me deje? Ya me siento mucho mejor. ¿Puedes darme de alta, por favor?
I feel much better now. Can you please discharge me?
I'm glad to hear that. But I can't discharge you until Dr. X sees you. He should be doing his round very soon. Please return to your bed and wait for him, all right?
¿De verdad no me puedo ir? ¿Podría hacer una
Can I make
llamada?
a phone call, please?
Oh, yes, of course. But the phone's being used at the moment. Can you please come back in 5 minutes? Thanks.
A ver, una vez más, hablar. Me gustaría
I'd
irme
like
a
to go
casa.
home now.
Well, so would I. But
Ugh.
there are procedures and a system in place. I can't just let you go like that.
What?
Look, I'm very busy at the moment.
No es
I'll come and
cierto,
talk to you in a minute, all right?
no está ocupada. Ay. Disculpe, ¿dónde está la salida?
Excuse me. Where's the exit?
It's just down the corridor, ma'am.
Thanks. I'll be on my way then.
Can I see the discharge letter first?
A discharge letter? What for?
Some of our patients are under observation and aren't allowed out of the ward. For their own safety, of course.
It sounds like we're prisoners here.
It's for the patient's safety, ma'am. If you haven't been discharged by the doctors, I'm afraid I can't let you through. May I ask what your name is?
Susan Ashworth, ¿puedo irme?
My name is Susan Ashworth. Can I go now?
If you've not been discharged, I can't let you out, Mrs. Ashworth. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do for you, ma'am. You should talk to the doctor first and come back with a letter and some form of identification.
Bueno, al menos son un poco más amables, ¿no? ¿Puedo ver esto? Examinar. Estos deben ser documentos de pacientes. Están amontonados en el escritorio. ¿Podría tomar uno? No creo, ¿verdad? No quiero que se enoje. Necesito charla. Ah. Esta debe ser la paciente de la habitación número 2. Dios, parece muy confundida. Paciente. Mirar. Otra paciente suicida. Raro, se parece a alguien que conozco. Hablar.
Hi. Are you all right? Can we talk for a minute?
I can't talk. Please, just leave me alone.
Oh, I mean you no harm. I'm trapped here, just like you.
Trapped? I don't know. It's just so hard to think without it. But you're a stranger. And you're not one of those lovely nurses either. They look after me so well. I trust the nurses like I trusted my mother.
I just want to talk. I need your help.
Unless it's Mother who sent you. Was it her? Please tell me it was her.
Yeah, sure. I'm a good friend of your mother.
I missed her so much. I can't remember you very well. But you should know this. If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
Yeah, sure I do. Now, let me ask you.
What is it?
Oh, well...
What is my mother's name?
Ok. No lo sé.
I don't know.
No, of course you don't. Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone.
Vamos a ver si a lo que recuerdo la última vez no tenemos ningún nombre, pero podemos entrar aquí. Ya está cerrado. Basurero, examinar. Parece que hace mucho que no lo vacían. Hay muchos envases de medicamentos tirados aquí, entre otras cosas asquerosas. Tomaré uno de esos envases. Ok. Espejo. Agua caliente. No puedo mirarme. El espejo está roto. Al lado hay un pedazo de vidrio bastante grande. Tomar el pedazo de vidrio. Si me lo encuentran pensarán que soy una psicópata enferma. Pero también puede que me sea útil. Me arriesgaré. Vamos a cerrar. A ver, cerrar grifo. Leer. Favor, dejen de escribir mensajes en el espejo. Estamos teniendo dificultades para mantener el alto nivel de limpieza. La repentina ausencia de nuestro staff de limpieza. Y por eso les pedimos a los pacientes que sean considerados y nos ayuden a mantener el lugar limpio. Pues no se ve muy limpio. Escribir en el espejo. Podré utilizar... Ay. Usar... A ver... Son bastantes pesados. A ver. Agua caliente. Y voy a ver si así ya me dejo usar esto. ¿Usar? Ok, entonces esto no. Cerrar. Mirar. Está bastante sucio. Levantar. ¿Y si uso eso aquí? Usar. Ok. Ya sé. Vamos a llamar a la enfermera. Ok. Jalar. Listo. La arruiné. Vamos a decirle. Llamar. Presionar.
Someone is coming.
Ok, alguien viene.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
The toilet's blocked.
What? Well, that's hardly an emergency.
It is when you need to use it urgently, like I do.
I see. Fine, I'll sort it out. Just give me a minute. It's the gloves. Again! I guess I'll have to get my hands dirty since the cleaner's called in sick.
¡Corre, corre! Vámonos, vámonos. Vamos a ver su escritorio, vamos a ver su escritorio. Carpetas, examinar, tomar una. Necesito uno de... No necesito uno solo. Creo que preferiría leer una revista. ¡Ándale! Certificado de leer. Un certificado de alta para un aborto. Un paciente de la habitación 1. Parece que se intentó internar en el hospital por su cuenta y se le permitió irse cuando desee. Todo lo que tendría que hacer es mostrarle la carta de los... Esta carta a los guardias de seguridad. Ok. Ok. Vamos a tomar. Sí, eso es exactamente lo que necesito para ir a casa de una vez. Ok. Vamos a ver si me dejan. No creo que funcione porque me llamo... me llamo Susan, no A ver, entrar. Vamos a tomar estos guantes. Muchos guantes. Y tomar un guante. Ok. Aquí, hay un guante y muchos guantes. Vamos a ver. Creo que había un espejo conmigo. Entrar. No, no había. Me pregunto si aquí seguirá la enfermera.
It wasn't you who did it, was it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Someone just stuck a bunch of... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's sorted now. I just hope it's the last time I've put my hands in that stinking toilet.
Ok. Ok, vamos a ver. Estoy grabando. Sí. Vamos a intentar a lo que leí. No, a ver. No se puede mirar. Vamos a el lavabo, abrir agua caliente y más o menos veo algo ahí. A ver. Vamos a esperar un poco más. A lo mejor aparece algo más. A ver, voy a salir. ¡Oh! Salió algo. A ver, no, espérense. Espejo. No, espejo. Examinar. No puedo mirarme. Voy a llamar a la enfermera.
Someone is coming.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
Le voy a decir... Me siento un poco mareada.
I'm feeling a bit woozy.
Are you really? You look fine to me.
No, I'm really not feeling well.
Fine, I'll call the doctor for you. But I can't help it if he's busy and can't get here straight away. In the meantime, I know how to make you feel better. I think it's time we give you some medication. Can you please tell me your name and your date of birth?
Susan Ashworth, 24 de mayo de 1970. Vamos a ser amables.
Susan Ashworth, 24th of May, 1970.
I'm just going to check your name band now to confirm that. That's fine. That's fine. I'd like you to drink this liquid, please. It will help you relax. It will help you relax.
¿Tomo las drogas o me niego? Déjame ver si me acuerdo. Sé que tengo que ir a un viaje en específico. Entonces voy a tomar las drogas. Ahora que me acuerdo de la otra vez.
That's a good girl. Now, drink it down. You'll feel much better.
Ok, aquí vamos.
Now, go back to your room and rest. You'll be able to relax and have a great sleep.
Oh, ahí está el nombre. Sheila es el nombre. Pero entonces, ¿por qué no lo podía leer antes? Ay, Dios. Ok. Vamos a caminar acá. Oh. ¿Qué? What? ¿Qué? Ok. ¿Qué es ese ruido? No. Sé que que regresar a mi habitación. ¿Puedo ir más para acá? Parece que no. Está latiendo. ¿Y si lo apuñalo? ¿Usar? Sí puedo. Examinar. Sale un líquido rojo, como las pastillas. Usar. Lo llenaré con esta droga. ¿Ya lo llené? Sí. ¡Qué asco! Ok, vamos a regresar. Creo que ahora sí. Ay, puedo ir a mi cuarto. ¿Ese es mi cuarto? Sí, ¿verdad? Oh, no me gusta esto. Esto no está bien. Acostarse. ¡Susan! ¿Susan? ¿Cometí un error? Ah, ¿sí estamos bien?
The drugs have worn off and I feel better now. But I can't let them do that to me again. I need to get out of here.
Sí, necesitamos irnos, así que... Señorita, mire, vamos a hablar.
If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name.
Sí, sí, lo
The
sé.
name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
But I know it. Let me just think for a second.
El nombre de tu mamá es Sheila.
Sheila.
Yes. It was my mother who sent you after all. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. But my head's all messed up.
So, let's have a little chat, sweetheart.
Le voy a preguntar, este lugar me da mal espín.
Something's wrong with this place.
I think it's really nice here. We must stay here. Do what they say. Take pills they give us. Sometimes, if I behave, they give me the red stuff. I wait for it. I'm being good.
What is this red stuff?
It's a drug. My favourite one. Red stuff takes the pain away. I must stay here. Good nurses have been most kind. They always remember. They know I'm suffering. But it is not the same as the drugs I see in my dreams. On the other side of the mirror, there's a spider's heart full of drugs. I just can't seem to find it anymore.
I see.
¿A qué te refieres exactamente con premio? Le preguntaré cómo se llama.
Feel like sharing? What's your name?
There is nothing to share. Everyone died. Everyone. And my treat, my red stuff, it's not the same. I keep lying to myself. I'm a mean little liar. Always have been. This vein, you see, it goes straight to my heart. That's why it hurts so much. I wish I could, just one more time. But it's all lost now. Everything. I was always happy to settle for a consolation prize, you know?
¿A qué te refieres exactamente con ese premio que mencionaste?
What exactly is this little treat you mentioned?
It's the red teardrop of pure happiness. They bring it, I drink it down, and my pain goes away. Without it, I just feel so angry. It's like I'm going crazy. It's funny, but I just get so fucking angry sometimes. I'm dying, I think. We're all dying, I heard. She said I'd go to hell for it, but I didn't do anything. I didn't know. Does he know?
Who?
Him!
Right. Okay. No, probably not.
Okay.
I need the red medicine. I need it now. I must be a good girl. I must be a nice girl.
Maybe I could get you some of that stuff. Do you know where they keep it?
Oh, they have it hidden well. You can't get there. Or maybe you can. I see it in my dreams sometimes. It's where the nurses are. But in my dream, there are no nurses there. I see it, but I can't get it. It's so near, and yet so far. I can still hear the broken heartbeat of the spider's heart.
¿Qué tal si intercambiamos pulseras de
How
identificación?
about we swap our name bands?
Oh yeah, I don't mind. But that would be like a favour to you, yeah?
Sí, pero...
Well, technically, you wouldn't lose anything, because I'd give you my name band instead. Does that make any sense?
Sure, yeah. I do want something better in return, though. I'm not that stupid. I know you'll use it to get out of here.
Oh, I never said you're stupid. I just really want to go home. Please understand.
That's fine. I don't mind. I'll give it to you if you get me the red stuff. What do you say?
I thought nurses give it to you anyway.
No, not that. I'm talking about the real thing. Something you can only get in the world of dreams. Now that is something special.
Is it safe?
It's perfectly safe.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
Fíjate que sí la tengo.
I'll talk to you later, yeah?
Yes, go. Be careful. They're watching us. And remember, we must be nice to earn the red stuff. Always be nice.
Poor woman.
Mira, pero ya lo tenemos. Aquí está. Dash.
I've found the thing you asked me for, but are you absolutely certain it won't harm you?
Don't be silly. Of course it won't.
No me
Fine.
creo.
I hope you know what you're doing. Can I have your name band now, please?
Yes. No matter what they say, I do keep my promises.
What do they... You know what? It doesn't matter. Thank you for your help.
Ok, significa que ya podemos irnos. Vámonos de aquí. Ya tenemos el papelito.
Sorry, Mom, can't let you through. We'll need to see a discharge letter from your doctor first.
Here. Are you happy now?
Yes, that seems fine. Can I just check your name band to confirm that you are indeed Anne Burton?
Oh, all right. I didn't realize you knew how to read.
Susan, tienen que ser
There you go.
amables.
Can I go now?
Of course. Thank you, Mom. We'll see you soon.
No, you won't. Now get out of my way.
Susan, hay que ser amables, Susan. Para que no sospechen nada. Ok. La verdad quiero irnos. Vámonos.
And you must be Susan Ashworth.
Well, perhaps I am.
Do you mind if I ask you where you're heading to?
I was just going for a little walk, stretch my legs, get some fresh air.
Oops.
Give it a rest. I'm not going anywhere.
Miss Ashworth, please relax. There's been a mistake. You have been prescribed wrong medication. I apologize sincerely on behalf of my team and the hospital, but luckily we managed to
Sospechoso.
spot it on time.
On time. You have no idea what I've been through.
Once again, I'm truly sorry. I promise no more drugs will be given to you. I personally guarantee you will have a good, peaceful sleep tonight, and you can be discharged in the morning.
Why can't I go tonight? I want to go now.
I'm really sorry, but we can't legally discharge suicidal patients without a full psychiatric assessment. It's too late for it now, but I promise we'll have a chat in my office first thing in the morning, okay? And then you can go home. Is that all right?
I haven't really got much choice, have I?
Creo que no.
Now I'd like to ask you some questions about your life, Susan. You might find them very personal, but it's important that you answer me as honestly as possible.
Fine. Let's get it over with then, shall we? I'd like to go home at last.
Of course, I understand. So, Susan, let's see. Are you living alone at the moment?
Yo le podría decir que vivo con una amiga y que debe estar muy preocupada por mí. Pero siento que este doctor ya investigó bastante de mi vida. Pero decirle que alquilo un departamento no es decirle que vivo sola.
I rent a flat. It's quite lonely most of the time. I used to like being on my own, but I'm not sure if I still do. Too much time with my thoughts, and no one to talk to. Maybe I should get a parrot. We'd have a little chat each time I feel like opening up.
Or maybe you could consider finding friends through our suicide watch service. They're very good. Helped a lot of people.
Okay. Maybe I will.
What do you do for a living?
¿Qué es? ¿Podría decirle que trabajo en un café? No sé. Me imagino que nos sustentamos de algo.
I'm a waitress. I work in a cafe.
You do? Do you like it?
It's okay. I don't mind it. It's just a job.
It's important to keep busy. I'd advise you get back to work as soon as next week.
I will.
Describe to me what your mornings look like. What is the first thing you do each day?
Es lo primero que hago cada día. Bebo café y fumo en el balcón. Suena eso. ¿Qué le digo? De tin marín, de do pingüe, cucaramatera.
I drink strong coffee and smoke on the balcony. I know it's not a great start for the day, but it's one of my little pleasures in life that I find very hard to say no to.
Would you say that you feel safer at home than outside?
Yo sí. Sí, supongo.
Yeah, I suppose. It's not really about safety. I've just felt sad for a long time now. Really sad, you know? Somehow it brings me down even more when I go out and see all those happy, successful people. It makes me feel more like a failure. If I don't see it, it doesn't hurt that much.
What do you think is missing in your life? Or rather, what is one thing that you think would make your life better?
Sería bueno tener un poco más de dinero, supongo, una buena amiga, alguien que me quiera, en quien pueda confiar. Sé que es tonto, pero sería ser más bonita, algo por lo que luchar, una razón para seguir. Eso.
Something to fight for, you know? A reason to go on.
There's always a reason to live. Sometimes we just don't see it that clearly.
Well, Doctor, I must have gone all blind then, because I can't see any.
Have you ever attended group therapy for depression or some other form of counseling?
No, no estoy segura de que sea una buena idea. No creo que lo haya hecho.
I'm not sure it's a good idea. Especially the group therapy thing. I'd hate it.
You should at least give it a go first, and then decide. If you don't like it, we can think of something else, yeah?
If you insist. But I doubt it'll help.
Do you have problems sleeping?
Cada noche.
Night. I take pills for that. There aren't any left now, though.
In the light of recent events, I think you should stay off those pills for a while. I suggest you drink some hot milk before bed instead. Would you describe for me how you feel at the moment?
Ahora me siento bien, definitivamente mejor que antes del accidente. Siento que todo el mundo está en mi contra. Bueno, mejor que el accidente.
Than before the accident.
Good. Hopefully you can now move on from here. With a bit of luck you will enjoy life again. Suicide attempts often have that effect on people. Same as near-death experience. It makes you realize that you're not ready to die yet. Do you find it hard to concentrate?
A veces.
Yes, sometimes.
Do you drink alcohol, Susan?
Solo a veces.
Only sometimes.
I'd suggest you don't consume any alcohol at all for a while. Does that sound like something you can do?
Yeah, sure. I'm not a big drinker anyway.
Sometimes when life gets too much and people feel sad or upset, they think about suicide. Good. Hopefully you can now move on from here.
No, por supuesto que no. No sé qué estaba pensando. Solía pensarlo a veces.
Well, I used to think about it sometimes. Don't you think about it when you're really down?
Susan, I'm a psychiatrist. My job is to talk people out of it. Would you ask a fireman if he ever thinks about setting fire to his house?
Sí, sí se lo
I
preguntaría.
suppose not. But I'm sure lots of people have times when they do think about it.
I couldn't say, Susan. The statistics show that men are 3 times more likely than women to commit suicide. That puts you in the minority. But of course, that's missing the point. Suicide is never the solution. There's always a way of solving whatever problem you might have.
I realize that now.
Please, in your own words, try to explain to me, why did you really try to take your own life, Susan?
Fue el impulso del momento, ahora me siento avergonzada, me imagino. Ya nada me hacía feliz. Quería demostrarles a todos cuán herida estaba por dentro. Yo creo que ya nada te hacía feliz.
Nothing was making me happy anymore. There wasn't a single thing that would bring a smile to my face. I kept thinking, won't it be better if I just disappear? I tried. I really tried to find something. Took a long bath. Picked up a book, watched some television, but I just couldn't get into anything. All those things seemed like worthless distractions, and I myself felt obsolete, needless. It just would get worse and worse. By the afternoon, I realized I cried for the past 3 hours. I didn't even know I'd been crying until I went to the bathroom and saw my face in the mirror. I looked like a ghost. I looked like I was dead already, you know? And then I saw the sleeping pills. I thought, why not? And I did it.
Do you feel as if you're a burden, or that life isn't worth living?
Y ese psicólogo se mete en mi piel. Ya no. A veces cuando me siento muy mal.
Sometimes, when I feel really low, I used to think everyone would be happier without me. But I guess
Susan.
people don't really care. Besides, I live alone. Who could I be a burden to?
What makes you feel better?
Mis gatos.
My cats. I always put out a bowl of food for the stray cats. They're ever so grateful. I like their company.
What makes you feel worse?
La gente me han decepcionado demasiadas veces. Odio cuando llueve todo el tiempo. El ruido, demasiado ruido me pone nerviosa. La soledad. A mí me gusta cuando llueve. No sé qué le gustaría, qué odiaría a ella. Tal vez demasiado ruido.
Noise. Too much noise really upsets me. I can hear everything through the thin walls of my flat. I have this neighbor. He often parties late into the night. It drives me crazy.
Have you imagined your funeral and how people will react to your death?
Lo imaginé a menudo. Esperaba que la gente se sintiera
I
culpable.
imagined it often. I hoped people would feel guilty. But then again, probably no one would come. Mine would be one of those graves covered in weeds and dirt, stuck in the far corner of the cemetery where nobody ever goes. And sad old Susan Ashworth would get forgotten quicker than yesterday's rain. Now, when I think about it, I know that really isn't what I want.
Finally, I'd like you to tell me about Eric.
Eric?
Yes, your husband. I believe this might be important. What can you tell me about your relationship? What had happened between you two?
Realmente no quiero hablar sobre eso. Esto no tiene nada que ver con él. ¿Podré irme a casa ahora, por favor? No hay nada de lo que hablar. Se hace tarde. ¿Podemos hablarlo otro día?
It's getting late. Can we talk about it some other time?
Entonces estuvo casada. O está casada.
Fine.
O
I
estuvo
suppose
casada.
you've opened enough for one day. Okay, one more question. This is just a formality, but I have to ask, are you going to do it again?
That's a hard one. I don't know. But hey, I've got it. The answer is no, I'm not. Thank you very much.
Excellent. We're nearly done here. There's just one more thing I must clear with you. What exactly happened last night?
Well, after I'd met you outside the ward yesterday, I went back to my room and fell asleep. I slept really well, considering what happened earlier. But then someone woke me up. It was the same nurse who was so friendly with me the first night. She said we needed to talk.
We must go, Susan. You are not safe here.
But
Please, you must follow me. Quickly.
Ok, voy a guardar. Ok, partida guardada. Vámonos.
I went after her. The ward seemed very quiet. It must have been late at night.
Hurry!
Wait for me. Tell me what's going on here.
¿Qué le pasará a Liz?
The security guys were gone. She pointed at the corridor and said,
You go first. I'll explain everything in a minute.
Vamos a ir aquí. Oh,
Susan, if we don't escape now, they're going to hurt you. Please trust me. I know a way out of here. I'll help you escape. Let's go down this corridor. I'll be right behind you.
ok, vamos. Vamos a confiar en ella. Esa es la salida. Ah,
I think I can hear someone coming.
Damn it! We can't go through there. Let's turn back, Susan. I know another way.
¿otro camino? ¿A dónde? Vámonos para acá.
Turn left here. We can use the maintenance lift to get us out of this place.
¿El ascensor de mantenimiento? Aquí está. Vamos a llamar al ascensor. Creo que ya no tengo nada más aquí. Ok, a entrar. Wow.
What are we doing on the roof? Liz,
Liz, ¿qué estamos haciendo en el techo, Liz? A ver, vamos a guardar otra vez. Ok, guardados.
what the hell are you
Liz?
doing? And why is there blood on your clothes? Liz,
Liz,
It's quicker than the stairs. And besides, all the doors are locked anyway. This is the only way out of here. The only escape. Let's both jump. It won't hurt, you'll see.
es mala idea. Baja y
this
hablaremos.
is a bad idea. Come down and we'll talk.
I've made up my mind. I need to end this suffering now. Besides, I have no one to live for anyway. No one ever listened to me. No one ever cared.
I listened. You're a nice girl. You have your whole life ahead of you.
You listened. Did you really?
Of course I did. You talk a lot, but I've always been a good listener. I liked talking to you.
So do you remember that story then? The one I told you the other night? The one about the woman in A&E?
Sí. Desapareció y después la encontraron muerta en el baño. No, la que pateó el guardia de seguridad. No. Sí, fumó un cigarrillo y se quemó en su propia cama. Sí, eso sí me acuerdo.
Yeah. She smoked a cigarette and burned in bed.
Okay. You have listened. Maybe you're right. Or maybe it was just a blind guess.
No, Liz.
But I must jump anyway. I have no choice.
Wait! Please stop and think for a second.
Did you not hear what I said? I have no choice.
¿Cómo que no tienes
Yes,
elección?
you do! You can choose to come back inside with me, and we'll just forget this like it never happened, okay?
Do you remember that other thing I told you? I'm sure I told you about my flatmates. Did I tell you what one of them does for a living? I bet you don't remember that.
Era una stripper.
She's a stripper.
Yes. Or at least that's what I think she is. You've listened. I just wish other people did.
I'm sure they do. It can't be that bad.
What do you know? Why do you care anyway?
I don't want you to make the same mistake I did.
I thought you of all people knew how it feels. When you're trapped, and you can't trust anyone.
Look, I'm sure there must be someone who cares about you.
My colleagues don't care, my family don't care, even my fucking boyfriend never cared. He said he needed to go find himself. Did I tell you when he broke up with me?
Sí, me acuerdo. El día de San Valentín.
On Valentine's Day.
Yes. Valentine's Day. You and I could have been good friends, you know. You really listened to everything I said after all. I'll be back. When you need help, I'll be there, Susan. But right now, it's time for me to let go.
No, Liz. No, no, no. Liz. Oh, no. Liz.
After that, I went back. I tried telling people about Liz, but they all thought I was crazy again and didn't believe me.
And you were absolutely sure you saw Liz jump off this building?
You know, it doesn't matter. I just want to finish this and get some fresh air.
Susan, I know Liz well. She wouldn't do something like that. As a matter of fact, I saw her this morning. She's fine. I'd like you to come with me and see her. Say hi. Make sure she's all right.
Stop treating me like I'm crazy. Fine, I'll go. I don't even care that much anyway.
Sí le importa.
The door is locked?
I plan ahead, Susan. I had a feeling in my gut, and my gut's never wrong. I feel like I really got to know you, though. I'm very sorry you've had such a difficult life. I like your green eyes and your sleek cheekbones. You're a clever girl, Susan, but the sadness has poisoned you for too long. There is no coming back from it.
Doctor?
For what it's worth, I would have let you go if it wasn't for Liz.
¿Qué? Oh. ¿Me mató? ¿El maldito me mató?
Where am I?
Hijo de su... Vamos a guardar. Asesinada, a ver. Asesinada. Ok. Bien todos, muchas gracias por acompañarme. Espero que tengan un día. Maldito doctor. Maldito psiquiatra. Muchas gracias por acompañarme. Espero que tengan un muy bonito día. Kat se despide y quiere venganza.